Hello, today I would like to present you this absolutely beautiful cigarette lighter distribution panel that's got extremely unique feature. If you take a look at the packaging, it's looking pretty terrible, and that's because it is a customer return. So someone returned it, maybe it didn't work, or maybe someone just didn't like it. It was made by a company called All Right that is making lot of accessories for like a tracker and camping auto gear. Here you can see the model number just in case you would be interested, and it is a three-way socket. On that page we can see that it's going to be supporting 12 and 24 volt system, and we've got a pretty small current rating of just 5 amp. And here we've got a typical application, and we've got a panel with on-off switch and our distribution. Yes, this device is absolutely amazing because it's got separated panel switch. So let's try to take a look at that beautiful device. And this is how it's presenting. And to be honest, this is amazing. Just take a look at this. Here we've got a DIN connector that is going to be accepting 12 and 24 volts. This is what is usually used in Germany. Sadly, I do not have that type of connector, so we are going to directly attach pins here. Then we can undo that. And let's see how long the wire is. So yeah, it is not extremely long. It goes into that beautiful panel. We've got the LED indicators, and we've got those switches that allow us to turn on those sockets. So it is really absolutely beautiful design. Just imagine that you would be like on the Apollo mission, and before driving you would flick those switch on or off. Absolutely beautiful. On bottom we've got a self-adhering glue, so the idea was that you can put it like on your dashboard or in other good accessible spot, and you can apply here like a GPS recording camera or other small accessories, and you can control it from that without pulling it in or out. Absolutely beautiful design. Of course, it's made out of cheap plastic and looks like it is quite old because that label is just peeling off. We can undo this, and we are going to be seeing how long that part is. Let's take a look. So yeah, it is a pretty decent length, and that part looks pretty cheap. If we look inside, we can see the construction is pretty funny. It looks like they just use the PCB. Here we also have got a self-adhering glue, of course. It is cheap plastic, but that design is absolutely amazing. Just take a look how nicely it feels. Yeah, let's try to power it on. I've got my power supply. We are going to be attaching the positive to the tip and one of those. And let's see, do we've got power? What is going to happen when I flick it? As you can see, we've got a power. And here we've got information that we are using socket number 1. And here is socket 1, 2, and 3. So we can turn them on just like that. That looks absolutely beautiful. Let's try to plug something in. 3 sockets calling for 3 devices. So let's go like this. Here we've got a charger, and here we've got another charger. Of course, absolutely do not use it for those type of application because they've got quite high current draw, and it is not intended for their use. but I'm not plugged into any load. And let's try to run this device. It is number 1. So I flick our switch, and as you can see, it is working. The second plug is our DC to DC laptop charger. I flick it here, we've got power. And the last one is our Sony charger. We flick it like this, and it's getting power. And we can do all the combinations. I do not want to recharge this, so we power it on. Here we power it down. You do not need to remove anything. You just flick the switch. I absolutely love this design. Let's try to visually see what kind of wire we've got inside. But it's going to be pretty thin. Yeah, this is a sad wire. This is not a very good size. But yeah, for a 5 amp, this should get a pass. But absolutely do not try to put anything that is a high current. And also I do not see a fuse, which is pretty scary, and that company, Allright, is pretty well known. I do not see information that it's being fused, so I will have to add my own plug. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time, and bye bye.